everybody. A lot of people were asking me why I don't have jet lag. So today is the day I'm going to tell you guys my secret to not having jet lag. The first thing that you need to do is you need to wear comfortable clothing, like what I'm wearing now, like loose clothing. I'm going to stand up. So it's not really tight. And because I was born in Jakarta, so that alone is the flight alone is 23 hours. So it's a lot. What I do, the first thing I do before I go, number one, I don't eat airplane food. I eat my own food. So I make sure, because the flight usually at 10 o'clock or midnight, so I make sure that I eat my favorite food. My favorite actually is the banh mi, the Vietnamese food. So I like to eat that. So make sure, or like your favorite sushi, whatever it is that you want to eat, you eat that. That's number one. Then you wear comfortable shoes. That's obvious, right? Because you're gonna go there at midnight. This is usually your bedtime. So if you try to change your schedule and watch their movie, it's not gonna happen. You're just going to be super crazy. So what I recommend is that you, one, besides your own favorite food, is that you either change to your jammies or like wear your jammies to the airport or wear super comfortable clothing. Like I don't wear like the zipper pants. I usually just wear sweats. And my clothes are pretty much loose and my shoes are very comfortable. And the second thing that I do, I take off my shoes and change into flip-flop. Or you get this thing, sorry for all the noises. You get these things in hotel. I bring this because one, they're super light. And you don't really want to wear socks when you come to the airplane. And then if you have to use the bathroom, you know, I know how boys are. You really want to step on people's pee? The answer is no. Okay, because I remember my nephew, when we're trying to make him pee in the toilet, we have to put Cheerios on it so he can aim it correctly. So I know how boys are, and I'm not trying to disrespect all of you, and I'm not saying all boys are like this. I'm saying I am not stepping on peas. So I wear, like this from the hotel, I wear this and I carry this. That's super, super light. I carry this and I put it in, and I wear this. And I love Ziploc. Oh my gosh, I love Ziploc. So I put all my stuff, anything that's like complicated, the hand sanitizer, my lotions, I put everything in Ziploc. That's super, super easy. So number two, I take off my shoes. I wear my flip-flop and I fasten my seatbelt. Personally, I don't use their towel. I mean, no, not towel. Their blankets. I usually, if it's wintertime, I keep my own blankets or I bring my own scarf. Because the smell of my own stuff helped me think that I'm home. So my daughter always said, Mom, put your jacket at the top. I said, no. I like to hold on to it. You can ask her. I like to hold on to it. So I hold my jacket because that's how I sleep. Fasten my seatbelt and I'm out cold. I don't eat their food. So the banh mi, for example, I usually bring an extra one. Like when we were in Japan, I bought extra onigiri. So I can eat my onigiri in a plane and not eat their food. I don't care what flight you are. I don't care if you fly first class. I feel that this is a way for me not to get jet lag. So rule number one, you eat your food. Rule number two, you take off your shoes, you bring your own sandals. Rule number three, you don't eat their food. You bring your own extra food to bring it. So before I set up, I make sure that I have my phone is in there. I only use Anchor. You know, I make sure that it's all charged. I bring all my snacks. So in case if you do get, I don't know, car sick, seasick, I have like the lemon, the tart lemon, the ginger. I brought snacks, and if I travel with my daughter and my niece, I make sure I have enough snacks for them because I would hate it that we don't have enough snacks. So I have enough snacks, and I even ask them, what kind of food do you want to bring? And even if they say no, I don't trust them. I bring them anyway because I don't want to share my food. If I'm going to eat a whole banh mi and all of a sudden they want my banh mi, that's going to be a drag. So no, even if they say no, I bought enough food for them anyway. Whatever. So that's for me. The whole idea for this video is to not get jet lag because I don't get jet lag. So the other part that I do, besides like feeding them, my daughter and my niece, because we're very close, we always travel together. is to not sit at the window. Okay, but because my daughter and my niece travel together, so I don't mind sitting in the middle. And I prefer, if I travel by myself, I sit in the aisle. So your first choice is to get extra leg room if it's possible, preferably on the emergency, because honestly, I trust myself more in emergency exit than someone else. But if we're traveling together, I don't mind sitting in the middle because I always sit in a lotus positions anyway. So they sit on the other side, but they're super tight together. They're like sisters, better than sisters. So they would choose the window on the side. I frankly don't care whatever they want, because they're happy, I'm happy. So, and then the number 5 rule is like, I don't move my seat. I know like some people go lay back. I don't do that because I don't think that's good for your back. So I don't do that. So rule number 1, don't eat the airplane food. Okay? I'm going to start maybe backtracking. I travel a lot, and what I recommend that before you travel, you have to get your body to be in that zone. So take a long shower, like wash your hair, do your thing, because you're going to smell you. Bring your own food. Bring your own food enough for the next meal or the third meal. Bring enough snacks, your favorite snacks. And bring hard candy or sour candy so that you don't get, I get this, in Chinatown there's this like sour plum that I get. So I bring that, sour plum, sour mango, I bring that. So for me to just chew on it. I also bring the honey ginger tea, because just in case, whatever. And I bring extra tea bag. And like I said, I love my Ziploc. So I put all the stuff in my Ziploc. Okay? And my coat, I don't put it up the top. I use it for blankets. And I don't want the flight attendant to be bothering me about seatbelt. So the minute I come in, I take off my shoes. I bring my sandals. Remember what I told you, it has to be rubber because you don't want to step on that pee, okay? So, and I bring my own toothbrush and I put it in the Ziploc bag that I love, and a tiny toothpaste. So whenever you go to a hotel, I usually take the extra toothbrush and toothpaste. So I always have that. Then I don't move my seat back. Okay, all this whole conversation about the video is people are asking me why I don't have jet lag. So this is how I do it. I buy a whole big gigantic of water. No, you cannot bring water to the security. But what I do is I brought the empty bottle and then I fill it up there. Okay, so I brought 2 things. I brought one gigantic empty bottle and one like empty stuff for hot water. So that's just Hassan. So I'm just videotaping why I have jet lag. So don't move, Hassan, because we're just going to go through it. I'm almost there. But you can walk. You can just don't move around. So I don't move my seat back. Okay, and I bring enough food, and I brought enough snacks. The other thing that I do is I just go to sleep. I'm not tempted by the videos. So I don't watch their videos because I'm not tempted by it, because it's very important that I need to get a good night's sleep. You can bring your own pillow or you bring your net pillow. I do nothing of that. And if it's not winter, what I do is I bring my own scarves. And always carry your own valuable. And here's another thing that I do. I got all these tin cans that has all the stuff in it. It's really simple. So I have my Benadryl, I have my Claritin, I have ibuprofen because my daughter is allergic to shrimp, and I have my my Advil and the Tylenol. So I bring that. So this is my little mini thing that I carry all the time. Then my hand sanitizer, I put this in a Ziploc. My roll-on skincare, my own roll-on skincare, because, and then if the bathrooms stink, I actually smell this because I hate stinky bathroom. But you can't help it, right? Because you're in a plane and you're stuck for 23 hours with all the crazies. Well, maybe not some of the crazies, but some of them. So I bring that, and this is mint. So I mint with oil. I make my own stuff. So I put it underneath. And I also have the small one. I sold out of all my skincare. I'll make it more. And if you want more, just message me. And so this is my tiny one. Yes, you can carry this. And you can carry your hand sanitizer because it's under 100 milliliter. You can bring it. Also, the other thing that I don't have to worry about it, I have my own, I don't use keys for my luggages. It will drive me crazy because I don't remember. So I have the same combinations lock for all of them, for all my luggages. And don't be crazy and have different combinations. I mean, kudos to you if you guys remember everything. I have one combinations for all my luggages, and I have this is from Master and it's TSA, and I don't have the I like this because it's like loose and I don't have to think about it. The other thing that I'm gonna do for the next time, actually, I'm gonna which my mother told me to do, like I put red ribbon or ribbon that no one has in all my luggages. Like I have very funky name tag, so I know that that's mine. So I don't have to, it's like I'm not gonna confuse my stuff with other people. So just to make it easier, this is my favorite lock. It's by Master, and it's I like this because it's loose and I don't need keys. And so if you get one, because like when we travel, we have 6 luggages plus our carry-on. We have I have one for everyone to do that. It's TSA approved. So those are the things that I do to avoid jet lag. So I'll repeat this, okay? 1, you eat your own food. 2, you take a long shower before you go. And 3, like this is, I meant to show this. So this is my favorite earring. Don't wear jewelry if you don't have to. But I love my, this is called the French clasp. We sold out this one too because this used to be, this is the model that I used to carry. The French clasp, you can't even take it off if you try. So it's super easy, super light, because you see my earlobe is super light. So I don't carry heavy things. Don't use anything. Think about you're going into your slumber party. So wear your jammies to the airport because you can always change before landing because most people put makeup on. Eat your favorite food. Take a long shower. Exhale before you go to the plane. My daughter and I always set up like 3 to 4 hours. We actually eat in the plane, eat like in the airport because we want to just chill. I don't want to rush around, okay? And I wear comfortable shoes, comfortable clothing. This is not a time where you're going to black tie gala. Don't be ridiculous. And I take off my shoes. I don't wear socks. I'm a no socks girl. I never wear socks. Make sure that your sandals has the rubber because we're not stepping on anybody's pee, okay? And fasten your seatbelt so the flight attendant don't bother you. Use your own blanket or bring your own scarf, bring your own pillow, bring your own necktie, or your neck pillow. So whatever it is that you do you because that's how you don't get jet lag. Don't eat their food, no matter how tempting it is, because I don't think they put love in it, to be honest with you, because food that has love in it tastes better. So I bring my favorite banh mi, I eat my own favorite food, and I bring my own favorite snacks, and I bring enough food to last me my 23 hours flight because I'm not eating their food, remember? So I'll bring enough food for my daughter and for my niece, even if they say no, because you know why? Because I'm not sharing my food. Because I know if I eat something, I just know it. If I eat something and they said no, and then when we get to the plane, they said, oh, Mom, I'll have some, I would be more resentful. So to avoid that problem, I bring snacks for me, for them, and I bring enough food for them and for me. So there's plenty, so I don't go crazy. And I brought my little snacks, like I said, the ginger. In Chinatown, there's like the plum, the ginger, the mango. I brought all that stuff, and I put it ready in the pockets, so I don't have to think about it. You know, I don't have to think about anything. And then I just shut off my phone, put it in a plane mode. I close my eyes. Sometimes I carry the what do you call the eye cover. I don't do that anymore because I'm such a heavy sleeper. You can be in a rock band and I still sleep. So I'm out cold, and I tell the stewardess I don't need any food. And before, this is more important, you need to hydrate. So I brought this gigantic bottle to fill it up in the water, and I also brought the one that I can put hot tea. So, and I bring extra tea bag. Okay, so and especially honey ginger. And I brought, I think to recap, right? I brought my medicine. I brought my cold medicines, ibuprofen, Claritin, Benadryl, just in case in the midst of something I don't feel great. And I brought my own hand sanitizer. It smells like mint because when I go to the bathroom, I bring this and I spray it because I hate smelly bathroom. And I brought my own cream because I love this, my roll-on because it's stainless steel. And it's like, in case I brought the one that's pain and for lavender. So the pain one has eucalyptus and mint. So I brought this, and then my favorite things and my lock. Okay? So trust no one, because somebody was stealing money in the plane. I mean, I don't know how they do that, but whatever. Trust no one. Make sure you bring your valuable stuff into the bathroom if you have valuable. But I'm very grateful I have my daughter and my niece, so they always watch out for all our stuffs. And we're such good travel mates. Anyway, that's the way to have no jet lag. Bye!